Yo, what is good YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Before we hop into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 6,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. Without further ado, I'm not going to waste y'all's time. Let's hop right into it, and let's start off with number 10, which is where I'm going to put Arvydas Sabonis, who I do think is a very viable, very solid center option, also totally free, which is nice. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Y'all will notice a theme with this whole top 10. Everybody on this list is super tall, which is a very, very crucial thing to defending its mashing, get rebounds, being a dominant interior force, all those things. He's got hot spots from everywhere, 35 hops, includes some really well-rounded hops, great defensive badges. He's got some good, great shooting, playmaking, and finishing badges as well. Little slow with only 80 speed and excel, not the greatest perimeter defensive stats, and that is one thing to keep in mind. Several of these cards on this list are a bit slow, but it's not as crucial at the center position. He's an elite stretch guy, can dunk the ball effectively, and also is a really elite interior defender with a great release. Set shot 8 on very quick is the same release. He's even got the same upper as Yao, so he's got an elite release for sure. Shifty dribble style. The rest of his movement isn't great, and he's not going to be moving very well, especially with the lower speed, but he's got great dunk animations, which is super nice as well. Got to prevent him from getting blocked very often, and he's a very, very good card. Definitely a super solid center option. I think he starts off this list quite well. At number 9, we got Boban Marjanovic, who just like Arvydas, very, very tall. He's 7'4" with a 7'8" wingspan, so he's absolutely massive. Has 45 Hall of Fame badges, hot spots from everywhere. Incredible defensive badges as well as shooting badges and finishing badges. Playmaking badges are also pretty decent. He's got acceptable but not amazing speed. Great shooter though, really good dunker, and really good all-around defender. Comes with set shot 2 on very quick. I'm not a huge fan of this jumper. That's my biggest complaint with the card by far, is that I don't love his jump shot. Shifty dribble style just like Arvydas, and has great dunk animations. I don't love his release, but I do love his size, his stats, and his badges, and I do think he's still a very viable center option. Just wish he had a slightly better release. That's really the only thing that holds the card back, though. He is still a very viable center option. At number 8, we're going with Mark Williams, who has another card that I am a big fan of. I really like this card a lot, especially as a budget guy. 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan is really solid size. He's got a massive player build, hot spots from everywhere. 45 Hall of Fame badges, including incredible finishing and defensive badges. Also has some really good playmaking badges. Catch and shoot corner specialist. There's only half shooting badges that are key ones. Does need blinders, chef, and deadeye added to him as well, which will help him out. But he's got nice speed at 90 speed and excel, especially with his size. Pretty good shooter, especially once you add those gold shooting badges. A shoe and a coach, you're going to get that shooting up into the 90s as well. And he's an elite defender and an elite rebounder with a super good release. Jonas release on very quick, and a nice upright is smooth, fast, consistent, and easy to green. Quick dribble style with the pip and behind the back gives him slightly better movement than the guys we've looked at so far, and also has an elite dunk package, and overall is an incredibly elite budget power forward or center option. I love this card, really a massive fan, and I do think he comes in at number 7, or number 8 I should say, on this list. At number 7, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I think Invincible Kareem has just another really good all-around card. He's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan, has a massive player build with the afro that makes him look even taller than 7'2". Hot spots from everywhere. As an Invincible, has borderline perfect stats and badges. No Hoff chef, no Hoff on a couple of the playmaking badges, but really nothing crucial missing on him. Definitely has a super solid jumper as well. Jump shot 21 on very quick as a jumper. I'm a big fan of. I green it really consistently. Quick dribble style with the Kobe escape gives him at least a little bit of mobility. His dunk animations are not as good as these other guys we've talked about so far, but that's really the only thing that he's lacking in at all, is not having perfect dunk animations. He's really a great card, and again, guy with great size, elite stats and badges, which is really, really nice to have as an Invincible, and I think he's an incredible option at number 7. At number 6, we're going with Manute Bol, the only Galaxy Opal on this list. Manute, really what he gives you more than anything else is just incredible size. 7'7" with an 8'5" wingspan. You really can't argue with that. Doesn't have hot spots from everywhere. Only 25 Hall of Fame badges. He's not incredibly complete. He needs a lot of badges added, like a chase down artist, like an unpluckable, like a deadeye, like a blinders, limitless takeoff, posterizer, chef. A lot of badges to add to the card, glue hands as well. But 80 speed and excel on a 7'7" player really is not bad. He's a good shooter. I like his shoot jumper okay, and he's got some pretty good shooting badges, especially once you add those other gold ones on him. I feel like he's a pretty consistent knockdown shooter. Solid defender as well, especially with his size. He's just incredible on the interior as a rebounder and an interior defender, as well as a masher with his size. And jumper, it's not incredible, but I will say I do prefer it over a jumper like Boban's jumper. I do find that I can green it pretty consistently and time it pretty consistently. It's just a little odd looking. Does not have very good movement, but his dunks are okay. And overall, I really do like Manute a lot. I think he's a very, very viable center option still, totally free. A lot of y'all have him in your collection from completing those Embiid challenges last season, and he's a great, great option in number 6. At number 5, we're going with in-game Wilt Chamberlain, who I think is another elite center option. The only thing that Wilt doesn't have going for him, and it's not even really a significant issue, but he's only 7'1", and I say only, obviously that's still massive, but it's not as tall as these other guys we've looked at so far. An 8-foot wingspan is amazing. Hot spots from everywhere, has borderline perfect dribble sigs besides the Curry escape instead of the Trey escape. Jumper is also really good. It's even better on next gen, but even on current Luka release on very quick is pretty darn good. He's got perfect dunk animations and has every single Hall of Fame badge, every single stat on 99. He is an incredible card. The only reason he's this low on this list is because he's only 7'1", so he's going to still struggle a little bit to defend the mashers and the offensive rebounds that guys like Yao, Taco, and Manute are going to produce. But he's an amazing card and definitely deserves a spot pretty high on the list. At number 4, another guy who's an in-game card, Shaquille O'Neal. I think he just gives you a little bit more than Wilt. They're both amazing cards, and Shaq, very similarly, 7'1", has a great wingspan, hot spots from everywhere as an in-game card, has all those Hall of Fame badges, all 99 stats, and then animation-wise, again, borderline perfect. Set shot 25 on very quick. The Lillard upper means that he steps in for corner 3 sometimes, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why that is, but his sigs are perfect. He's got perfect dunk animations, and I prefer his jump shot just a little bit to Wilt's as well. So I think he's got a couple advantages there with that size of escape being better with a slightly better release. I think that just gives him a tiny bit of an edge over Wilt. Another perfect, amazing in-game center, just a tiny bit small, which is why he's not top 3, but I do think he's an amazing center option. At number 3, we got Yao Ming, and kind of similarly to Manute, Yao gives you incredible size at 7'6" with a 7'9" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 29 Hall of Fame badges and 20 gold badges. He's a little more complete than Manute, and I would say his badges are a little better as well. Has some really good defensive and shooting badges on Hall of Fame. Does need Hall of Fame Chef, Limitless Takeoff, maybe Posterizer, Unpluckable is a good one to add, Quick First Step, Ankle Braces, Ball Stripper, Pick Dodger, but you got the badge slots to add all of those. Only 77 speed and excel is a tiny bit annoying, but with his size, it really just doesn't matter much. He's really a knockdown shooter and an elite defender, an incredible rebounder as well with a really good release, set shot 8 on very quick. The fundamental dribble style, kind of like Manute, prevents him from moving very well, although with as glitchy as he is, he still does get some pretty glitchy animations and dribbles at times. And then dunking wise, I feel like he dunks pretty darn well, which is also super nice. Has quick drops off too, which is a pretty darn good dunk. And overall, very, very good card at number 3. At number 2, we're going with the brand new Invincible Mark Eaton, and I'm a big fan of this Mark Eaton card. An invincible guy who's 7'4" is just not something you're going to see very often. With his size as well as his stats and badges, obviously as an invincible, having elite shooting badges, elite in every single defensive badge, basically every single finishing badge, borderline perfect stats. He is an incredible card. Jump shot 25 on very quick is a little bit odd, but it's honestly fast and easy to green. Really solid jump shot. Shifty dribble style with his speed at 7'4" means he actually moves pretty glitchy as well, and he's got perfect dunk animations as well. He is just incredibly complete and incredibly good. Having an invincible center with this type of size is just something you really can't overstate. He's such a good card, and I think he comes in at number 2. But at number 1, the king at the center position is still Taco Fall. I think Taco's the best center in the game still. He's just so incredibly dominant. He's got the best player build out of any center in the game. Incredibly wide, big, and tall with an amazing wingspan as well. He's got only corner hotspots, but 34 Hall of Fame badges, include elite defensive and finishing badges. Only Hoff catch and shoot corner specialist, some pretty good gold badges, needs sniper, Deadeye, and limitless spot. I should say Deadeye, limitless spot up, and chef added to him, and maybe a couple playmaking badges if you want to add those as well. Decent speed with 82 speed and excel, especially for a 7'6" guy. I feel like he actually moves pretty well. And then 82 shot 3 as well. Incredible defender and rebounder. He's the most dominant interior guy in the game with his player build. Jumper is also very good. Jump shot 47 on very quick is my favorite of the 3 Giants releases, which are Taco, Manute, and Yao. I love his release so much. And fundamental dribble style as well. He just moves very glitchy though. You'll get some animations with him out of his explosive and things like that that are really tough to stop. And he is such a dominant and just incredibly hard to stop option at the center position, just dominant in every single area. Amazing release as well. He's my favorite center in the game and tops off our list at number 1. So as y'all can see, this is my top 10 centers in the game right now. Feel free to let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below. Who you think I maybe ranked too high, maybe ranked too low, or left off the list entirely that you think deserves a spot in the top 10. Let me know about all that in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.